Welcome to another lead video by your boy Dr. Driller. Right, so on this video you're just gonna go through NAS 100 and try to analyze and also correct the mistakes that I have done all during the week. So it's Friday the 16th of September, so let's just get right into it. So starting on a 4-hour time frame, you are able to identify this channel, right? You are able to identify this channel over here and conclude that we are having a channel that is bearish, right? So now we had this thing over here. We had this thing over here which served as a fake out. I think that's what complicated my trading and everything like that. So this served as a fake out, right? But even with this fake out, right, the market came back to retest, I would say, just around these areas. Can I please? Yeah, just around these areas over here. The market came back to retest just around these areas, né? And from there it shot to the downside, shot to the downside, shot to the downside. The market then shot to the downside, right? And after shooting to the downside, getting back to our channel, it got back into the channel and now giving us a clear indication that we are now going to the downside, because now the market got back to us channel and gave us like an entry just around this area, going to the downside, right? Going to the downside. So I'm gonna try to identify. I think this is cool. Yeah, this one. Oh, let me just take it just around this, like over here. Yeah, let me just try. And the market came back to retest just around this area over here, going to the downside. Now before it went to the further downside, it gave us like a retest just around, second retest just around this channel, now shooting to the further downside, retesting around these areas over there. Or should I take it just around these areas over here? I think it's fine there. You see, so the market came back to retest, giving you two confirmation entry, of which it was this channel over here, and then now this zone over here, right? This level over there. Now shooting to the downside, shooting to the further downside, and then from there we are having, let me try to identify this level over. Let me try to identify this other level over there, and also the other one over here, I think. Or let me reduce this one. Let me just try to reduce this one and give it, like, you understand? You fool me? Yeah, it makes sense now. Now the market came back. Actually, the market went to the downside, right? Shot to the downside and then gave us this correction. The market corrected just around this area, retesting just around, and it broke below this level over here, and then came back to retest, going to the further downside. But let us not forget this area around here. It's 4-hour time frame, right? I know that I just know that it's 4-hour time frame, but let us not forget this area over here. And now let us try to use our trend line to actually make sense out of this instrument, right? So use of trend line to make sense out of this instrument. Can I cater for this? Yeah, I think it makes sense in this way, right? So now the market gave us like this touch and also this touch right here, and then it came back to, before it broke below this level over here, it came back to retest just around this area, now shooting to the downside, and now we are expecting movement up until, let me check, we're expecting like further movement to the downside just up until this area over there. just up until this area over there. But before that, we have to identify levels that market could possibly trade at, right? And retest, try to the areas where the market could possibly retest at, So I think this one, and let me try to take this one also. Let me try to take those two levels, So what we are currently expecting from the market is to shoot to the downside, just around this level over here. Yeah, that's what we are currently expecting from this market, right? So now going to like 1 hour time frame, we are able to see that after the market broke, below the structure, it gave us like a retest just around this area. Now this thing, giving us a clear indication that we are going to the downside, So from there, oh man, what am I doing right now? From there, I think we are expecting, let me just do this. It gave us like a retest, confirming that we are going to the downside, and from there we are shooting to the downside. We're still shooting to the downside even right. So even going to like 30 minutes, right? If you go to 30 minutes, you are able to see that the market gave us like a retest just around this area and broke below this level over here and gave us another retest going to the downside, So going to the downside, and we might take it up until this area over here and then maybe break below it, and then from there retest, confirming major sell-offs to the downside. Or the market might just do this. It might come back to retest just around this area, come to retest just around that area, and then from there shooting to the downside, But other than that, I'm anticipating that the market will shoot to the further downside, even break below this level, break below it, and further shoot to the downside, So that'll be it from your boy Dr. Driller. Dango.